Hey, good morning, guys. So we're gonna do a little bike trip. It's actually the first full, hopefully full, dirt road adventure type ride on the Tenere 700. I attempted this one time about a month ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, and I got a front flat tire. And with all the tools I didn't have everything I needed. Typically, all my bikes have tubeless, so I just plug a hole if I get a flat. But on the Tenere there's tubes, and I just didn't have like the stand to like kind of jack it up, or missing a few parts, so I should be more prepared this time. It was a pretty big learning experience, but for today we're going to do the Uwharrie 100, which is a route that somebody made that is, it felt like 50-50 paved, 50% dirt, but it's a beautiful day out. It's early March, so mid 60s here in North Carolina, which is nice. But yeah, we'll make the best out of it, and hopefully we have a successful ride to do the full loop. But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks. If you look in the description, I will do my best to include the GPX file or give you directions to locate it. That way, if anybody would like to do this route, they have the means to do so. The trip starts and ends at Eldorado Outpost, which is a cool little gas station. And inside they have pretty much whatever you want. They even have cold and warm foods that you could order. They even have some clothes. As you can see in the videos, they got quite a bit of stuff there for just a little gas station. So it's pretty convenient to start and end there. So I'm sure one of the questions that will be asked is it big bike friendly, which is a term that you hear a lot in adventure riding. Not only is it big bike friendly, it's probably street bike friendly. A lot of these roads are very well maintained, even though there's not much traffic on it. If someone's looking to find like a real technical adventure ride, this is probably not the route for you. This was a nice long day of riding on scenic back roads. Like I said at the beginning, it was 50-50 pavement to dirt, I would say. There's not much elevation, so it makes it a little bit hard to capture the ride in a video like this. But yeah, it's definitely worthwhile if you're looking to get out and you live relatively local to this area. If you live out west, there's probably more enjoyable rides. So we made a first stop here. Put the name of the falls on the screen. I forgot the name, but it's nothing spectacular, but just a quick spot to get off the bike and enjoy life for a second. Probably did about 15-20 miles so far, if that. No traffic, which is awesome. And yeah, it's just a cool little spot here to check out the falls. Yeah, like I said, nothing spectacular, but if you like being outside, this is nice. I typically have audio on my helmet, but today I was having some issues with that working, so I'll be doing voiceovers for most of this ride. But I always like to see these old trucks and whatnot, unfortunately falling apart, but this makes a good picture for one of those calendars that you see of old vehicles kind of rotting in the field. There was quite a few fields here, as you can see in the video, that were just totally clear cut. I spoke to some other people that said it's likely clear cut for land that's being harvested, and they have to replant some pine trees after they're done, I guess for tax benefits and just to keep the lumber going. The next stop for us was the Pisgah covered bridge. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This bridge is one of two covered bridges in North Carolina, which is hard to believe. I spent quite a bit of my life up in upstate New York and Vermont, where there's just a ton of covered bridges. But this bridge was built in 1911 for $40, supposedly, and it crosses the West Fork branch of the Little River, and it's located inside the Uwharrie National Forest. But it's a great little spot to stop. The bridge is in great condition. I would imagine that it's probably been restored once or twice. But there's no fees to check it out. A little parking lot. So, yeah, stop in. So along the route, I would see a few guys riding. If you guys recognize yourselves in this video, chime in. Be cool to maybe ride with you guys next time since we're all local. But as you can see, if there is a big group, it will be dusty if it hasn't rained in a while. So it was kind of nice riding solo um, for this little trip. They call this the low water bridge that crosses the Uwharrie River. There's a little boat ramp there. I would imagine it's just for john boats, kayaks, and stuff like that. The water seemed pretty shallow, but there was quite a few trucks and trailers there, so hopefully the fishing's good. I don't know what you'd catch there. Probably, bass or fish like that. I don't think there's any trout. I don't think the water's cold enough. So this guy here was broke down on the side of the road. Especially on these back roads, I try to ask if they need help. His car wasn't starting. He said there was a starter issue. So he gave me a hammer and showed me where to hit the starter while he tries to start it. And lo and behold, we got it started. And hopefully he made it to where he was going. Um, it took a few tries to get it going here, but he did take off and continue on his way. As I mentioned earlier, there's not a ton of elevation here, so we didn't get a lot of cool sights to kind of capture on video. But this is the sense that you would get on your higher peaks. And the roads were cool, the back roads. We'd cross these little bridges every now and then. There'd be a few miles of dirt, a few miles of pavement, so it was a good mix of the two. Those are cotton fields. For those that haven't seen them before, those are obviously picked, but um, when they're in full bloom, it's pretty neat to see. All right, some more guys riding. Like I said, if this is you, post a comment below. really is a lot of lumber work out in these parts of the state. Tons of clear cutting, which you can see here, which it is what it is. You know, it's kind of sad to see, but you know, people make a living doing this, and hopefully they're doing their part to replant the trees. This is the first site of Baden Lake, or Baden. I know people pronounce it differently, but this is the west side of the route, where it's primarily dirt at this point. Another ADV rider. It's definitely more traffic. There's people camping. People are pretty good about letting you pass that were just creeping along. I don't know the details about the camping, but you know, there's plenty of it. I'm guessing it's first come, first serve. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more off-road riding on this end. This part of the park also has off-road designated trails where you could take your Jeep, motorcycle, but this time of year it's closed. I think it opens back up April 15th. But I have a Suzuki Samurai that hopefully I'll get back together here shortly, that I take often. But yeah, so we finished at the gas station. We actually helped some guys fix a flat tire, which I had to tube and all that, and yeah, hopefully we'll ride again. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video of the highlights of the trip, and I suspect I'll be doing more here shortly. All right, thank you.